What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. As you can see, I'm either gonna be in my car or I'm gonna be in my bed for these videos. Like, ain't too many different places you gonna see me. But here we go. My lips being chapped already. Video just started. My lips chapped. Anyway, okay. So what's this video about? I had a hard time deciding whether or not I was going to talk about this topic because it's so like cliche for YouTube videos for people to be kind of discussing this in you know what I mean, like, but I got something to say about it, so why not? I mean, basically, so first, like the video. If you watching the video, please just like it. Subscribe to my channel. Even if you really don't care, just subscribe. It ain't gonna kill you. Anyway, what's the topic of this video today? Love versus in love. Do people know the difference between that? Because I hope so. Especially folks that's in my big age bracket, like, or above, or even below. I would hope that y'all know the difference. Yeah, I be moving around a lot because I hate this glare from the camera into my glasses, but I don't want to take my glasses off. So, what is love versus in love? So people know what love is, basically. You love your family members, you love your kids, you love your pets. You may love to do certain things, hobbies, all that kind of stuff. You have a love for those things. You love them. That's love. Like having an emotion for something, having a deep connection with something. I love pizza. You know what I mean? Of course, the love you have for pizza is not going to be the same love you have for your child. Of course, there's different levels of love. But what I'm talking about is, do people know the difference between loving someone and being in love with them? Because I struggle with I struggle with people who think they know what love is or being in love with someone and really don't have a clue. When you in love with somebody, ain't nothing nobody can tell you. You in love. You not worship, but you love they dirty draws. You are there. You in love. Like, you can't imagine being without this person, in your life. This is a companion, somebody that you intimate with, somebody that you want to be with romantically and stuff like that. You can love anybody, but being in love with someone is totally different. You have different types of emotion connected to being in love with somebody versus just loving them. You can be with me and love me because you love the person that I am. You've grown to love me as a person. You've grown to love me. And I'm saying me just because I'm doing the video. So I'm saying me, but I'm talking about anybody. Like, you've grown to love this person. You know things about them in the beginning phases of a relationship or something like that, you grow to love somebody and you be like, oh, I love you for the first time or whatever, and you truly mean it and be like, dang, I love this person. Like, I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to them. I'm starting to just really feel different types of emotion for this person. But when you get to the in love phase of that, like, that's a whole different beast right there. Like, being in love with somebody, it just take you over the moon, And that's what I want to get back to. Like, and look at me saying I love, but I do. I love the feeling of being in love. I do. And I know in my other video I said that I didn't know if I wanted to be married again, or I was kind of on the fence about being in a relationship again. I still am, but I love love. I like the feeling of being in love with somebody. Ain't no other feeling like that, man. When you see somebody and you just, you waiting for them to get home. You can't wait to tell them how your day was. You can't wait to hear how their day was. You can't wait to kiss them, hug them, tell them, I missed you today. Whatever. That's being in love with somebody. When you can't even go without thinking about this person. Like, you just would do anything for them. You would walk across the Pacific Ocean or some, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But you get what I mean. I like that feeling. And it's scary when you don't think you really gonna find it again. Like, you really be like, I can easily love somebody again. But will I ever be in love with someone again? Will I? I don't know, man. I don't know. Because that's just a whole different ball game to me. Like, you really got to have some deep, deep emotion for somebody. You really got to be really deeply invested in somebody to be in love with them. And you can tell when people not in love with you. They may say they are. They may think they are. Not everybody can fall in love, though. I don't believe so. Maybe people got different opinions about it, but I don't believe everybody can fall in love. I believe everybody can love on it's a spectrum. I believe people can love at different places on that spectrum. But to fall in love with someone is a deeper connection. It's a deeper feeling. It's a deeper set of emotions that you have to fall in love with someone, where you can't even imagine your life without this person. You can't even imagine living without this person. Like, if something, God forbid, happened to them, you would just want to go with them. You know what I mean? That's being in love with somebody. Giving it your all, like, making sure that you are, like, I don't know, you would do anything. You would just go to the end of the earth. Like, you would, anything this person need, you would want to do for them. Like, you don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them harmed. You don't want to see, like, nothing bad come to this person. Like, that deep emotional attachment to people is something else. It's something else, man. Because once you get there with somebody, it's hard to imagine not being there, Like, I don't don't know. Like, maybe I'm just a deep lover because I don't know if people believe in astrology and stuff like that, but I'm a Pisces and we tend to be very emotional and be, yeah, it's just a thing with Pisces, man. Like I truly believe in astrology to a certain point. I don't get too deep into it, but a lot of the stuff I see about Pisces is me, honestly. Like, especially when it comes to love and emotional things and intuition and stuff like that. All that be me. But it seemed like I've only been in love once, so I can't be like, oh. And to me, you can't. It's only possible to be in love once or twice in your lifetime. When you start talking about you've been in love 3, 4, 5 times, like, I can't really get with that because I don't believe that. Like, I believe you can be in love once or twice in your lifetime with, you know, that's, everybody else, you might love them and care for them deeply or whatever, but I don't know about being in love with 4, 5 different people. Like, if you fall in love that quickly, I'm not sure that's really falling in love. I feel like that might be an infatuation or something like that. Something less than being in love. It's not, to me, being in love is the deepest emotional thing you can be in with somebody. Like, you are just a soul attached to this person. And people be like, soul ties and stuff like that. I don't know if I believe in soul ties or not, but I don't know if I mean, you can get to the point where you, like, when you do cross that intimate threshold, of course, you sharing your soul with somebody, but I don't know. It's possible, but me, I'm talking about being in love. Like, when I knew I was in love, it was definitely, you know, a a feeling that I had never felt before. Of course, like, I never felt the way I felt. So I knew it was something different. I knew it was something like, dang, this really is, I'm in love with this man. Like, I would do anything for him. I would do anything for him, like. And so I'm trying to, like, convince myself right now that maybe I will get to that point again in life. I mean, with someone else, but like I said, I just don't think you can be, and this is just my opinion, I just don't think you can fall in love with 3, 4, 5 people, one or two, once or twice in your lifetime. If that, some people never fall in love, and that's unfortunate because you want to feel that at some point in your life. You want to feel that moment. You want to be in that moment of being in love with somebody because there's no other feeling like it. And when you fall out of love, now I can't speak on that because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, falling out of love to me seems like something that is is possible. Of course, people fall out of love with people every day. I mean, it's not unheard of. But for me, I have not fallen out of love yet. And that might be another part of my healing process too. Because like I said on my last video, people heal at different paces. Some people heal like that, like, just, they they got it together. You know what I'm saying? They good. They able to move on quick. And it's good. They found they soulmate. They good. Me, it's taking me a little bit longer because I was so deeply in love. And I have not fallen out of love yet. I don't care what has happened, what has transpired, what all of the things. None of that don't matter to me. None of that don't matter. It don't take away the fact that I'm not out of love yet. Do I have a different, you know, feeling about the situation? Yeah, it's not like I'm sitting around crying and rolling around on the floor every night either. It's just that it's going to take me a while to totally be out of love with this person. Like, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You can heal and move on to something else while you still processing this other thing or whatever. You can still like function. You could be in love with two different people. You can. It could be like you still in love over here, but the situation is over. So it ain't like you, you know what I'm saying? Like you over here waiting and begging and pleading and all of this because the situation is over. But you can still be in love with that person for life. That's my opinion. You can still be in love with somebody for life and not be with them. And you can also find a new love and fall in love with them too. To me, you could be in love with more than one person at a time. Just to me, you can't be in love with 4, 5 different people. To me, it's one or two people, or one person for the rest of your life, or one or two. Like, if you didn't have like this horrible breakup, or you didn't have like the heart does different things for different people. The heart just do whatever. That's why they say you have your mind that you think with and your heart. And sometimes your heart wins. You know what I mean? When your mind is the one that should win. But sometimes it takes your mind a lot longer to overtake the emotion from your heart. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real thing, bro. Like, that's a real thing. So that's why I think you can still be in love with somebody over here that you're not finna be with no more. But you done found something new and you can fall in love with them too. You may not ever fall completely out of love with this person. Like, say, for instance, you lost them, God forbid, and they went on to glory. You ain't never gonna be out of love with that person ever. You know what I mean? Like, you may move on and find a new partner in life or whatever, but just because that person went on to glory don't mean you fell out of love with them. That's what I'm saying. But even if it's a divorce, it don't matter. Even if you got divorced, that don't mean you fell out of love with that person. Now, if they fell out of love with you, that's different. Like, you can't get, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about you know what I mean? Different people. Like, two people don't have to fall out of love with each other. You know what I mean? It could be one fell out of love, one didn't. So that's my point. Do people know the difference? Like, even people that's married still think they in love with somebody when really you ain't never fell in love with them. You just think that's what you had or whatever. You think you in love, but you ain't. Is basically what I'm saying. It's a lot of that out there, man. It'd be so many people who think they in love with people, and you care about this person a lot, but are you really in love with them? Would you do anything? Would you do anything for this person? Would you? Like, you got to sit back and think about that when you're in relationships with people now. Like, are they on the same type of time you own? Because you over here doing everything you can, everything, anything for this person because you in love and you so head over heels and everything like that, but are they looking at you the same way? Like, they love you. Yeah, they got love for you. They care about you. All of these things, but being in love is a totally different thing. It is. You can tell when somebody is in love with you. You should be able to. A lot of people can't. They looking at an illusion of things and think that this person is in love with them just because that's how they feel. That's how they want the person to feel. But you should be able to tell. You should be able to tell when somebody is truly in love with you, and you should be able to tell when they have fallen out of love with you. That's another thing. Because it's both, you can tell. You can tell when somebody in love with you, and you can tell when they done fell out of love with you too. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's life. And you need to be able to pick up on that type of stuff to protect your own self from heartbreak, from all of this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just had that on my mind real quick. Like, I told you I'm random, like very, very random. I just be sitting and thinking about stuff like out of nowhere. So y'all let me know what y'all think though. I mean, do you think being in love is the same as being just, love? When you say I love you, do you mean I love you? Like, and I'm talking about relationship wise, not your kids and all that. I'm talking about relationships and stuff. Like, when you say I love you, what do you mean? Like, when you say I love you, have you fallen in love with the person, or are you just telling them, hey, I love you, I've grown to love you, I care about you a lot? Like, or do you wait till you in love with the person, like totally like not infatuated, but totally into them, totally will do anything, all of this? Do you wait till you there, then you say I love you? Because I love hard, and I'm the type of person that's deep, like when I say I love you, that means I love you. That's why I will never say it again to nobody. And, it might take me a long time. It's going to have to be a special man to make me say that again. I want to know who gonna be able to say, who gonna be able to, who gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, you gonna be a special type of somebody when you make me say I love you. Because I ain't gonna lie. Do I love my ex-husband still? Yeah. I love him. I'm gonna love him for life. I don't care what's happened. I don't care if he hate me or whatever. And I'm not saying he hate me or nothing like that. I'm just making it, I'm just saying. I'm just using it as an example. I don't care where he is where he is. I don't care what is going on with him. I will always love him, is what I'm saying. But the next man, when you make me say I love you, you gonna be it, bruh. Like, you gonna be it. You that dude. You make me say I love you. I'm just kidding, y'all. But nah. What y'all think though? Let me know. I'm random as I don't know what, but I don't know. It's just a topic. But anyway, y'all, let me know, and I'll let y'all another day. Peace.